Hi guys, I'm going to be putting you through the process of making use of the 1000 pips mini indicator in this video. All right. So in order for you to use this indicator, you have to go to the Forex Geek website and just download the indicator from this page. You're going to see the link in the description. Okay, just check the description. You're going to see the link to this particular web page. You just click on this and boom, you're downloading the indicator. Once you're done with that, you add it to your indicators folder for MT4. Okay, so once you're done with that, you come to your navigator, you just refresh. Super easy. Once you're done refreshing, you just drag and drop it to your chart. All right, now here, make sure that the allow DLL imports is checked, the box, ensure that the box is checked. Then for your input, you can see here the customizable settings. All right, you customize it according to your taste. Okay, now this is how the indicator looks like. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not sure exactly the reason why the name of this indicator, this particular indicator, is 1000 pips mini indicator, because it doesn't look as though the indicator gives you pip direction or whatever, because what we can see is that this indicator is based on currency strength, right? Currently we have 8 currencies outlined here, right, with some values representing the potential strength of each of the currencies in relation to each other, right? So currently we can see that euro is the strongest and JPY is the weakest. So in order to make use of this indicator, you have to trade the stronger currency against a weaker currency. So if you are trading euro JPY, for example, you want to be bullish on euro JPY, and from what we can see on the chart, euro JPY is bullish. Why? Because euro is stronger than JPY at the moment. So in the case whereby you want to trade, you notice that one of the currencies is strong and another one is weak. If it is NZD CHF, for example, all right, before I go to the chart, let us figure out what direction NZD CHF is going to be going. Okay, so since NZD is the weaker currency and CHF is the stronger currency, NZD CHF should be bearish. All right, so let's just add NZD CHF to the chart real quick. Okay, NZD CHF. So once we add NZD CHF to the chart, we want to be looking for bearish opportunities. As you can see, it is currently bearish, as you can see that. So we want to look for bearish opportunities. Okay, it doesn't matter which chart you load the indicator on, and it doesn't matter the time frame that you are on. You can see that the values are the same. All right, so all you just want to do is you trade the weaker currency against the stronger currency. If your base currency is the stronger currency while the quote currency is the weaker currency, as in the case of euro JPY, you want to be bullish on that currency pair. All right, but as in the case of NZD CHF, if the base currency is the weaker currency and the quote currency is the stronger currency, you want to be bearish on that currency pair. So it's super easy to make use of this indicator. All right, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you do not miss out on more beneficial videos like this. Okay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.